Me, this is the first time I've ever been able to lay roots in a location and have a consistent paycheck. So it's just like those things alone are kind of great. But because there's so many people involved in this franchise, we're all transplants coming to a place that really wasn't on my radar. I thought, an actor goes to New York or LA. And now you can work really in a lot of places. But the best part about this is he's got this big group of people, and we get to hang out with one another and sort of have a community that's kind of built in. Because it's very difficult for us to go out after work because it's so late and we work so often, so it's hard to meet new people. Really, I guess it is, and we do, but it's you know what I mean? For that, so he's almost built in its own community. Like, hey, I know I'm going to put you guys in this place.
So let me give you friends.
Dick gave us friends.
BFFs.
That's it for me.
It's awesome.
Other than also just getting to pursue what it is I wanted to do with my life. I mean, there you go.
Yeah, for me as well. Really.
I'm actually now accepted much more in my family than I play a doctor. I started off a serial killer, then I played a drug addict, and now I'm playing a doctor. My career is really
going very well from there.
My fake career.
Actually, maybe it can only go down. You said a doctor. Where else can you go? You gotta go back to the drug
Torrey,
dealer
I'll
now.
play God next.
Jim Carrey already did that.
I know.
What made you both want to get into acting? Speaking of doing what you want to do in your life.
Jim Carrey was an influence for me.
Me too, actually. I used to impersonate him at every family dinner. I was obsessed. Jim
Robin
Carrey,
Williams?
Les Mis was a big thing for me when I saw it when I was 7. I just wanted to reenact all of Eponine's scenes, and I would make my dad be Marius, and I would die all the time on the floor. And I'm telling you, there's scenes where I'm dying on the floor doing her death song, and my little sister's jumping on my hair, and I don't break character for anything. I'm dead. I loved that play, but I didn't know that was translated into wanting to act, because I grew up playing violin, so performing was a part of my thing, and I didn't find acting until I was 15. It was kind of happenstance. A photographer that I was shooting with, because I'd started modeling, said that I was shy in front of the camera, so she told my mom she should put me in an acting school to open me up. And when I went into the acting school, I was like, oh, this is what I want to do, because I didn't like modeling. I just did it because who doesn't want a little extra cash when they're 15, 16 years old? You know what I mean? Go shopping.
Yeah, I love to shop.
Charlotte
I know
Russe.
exactly what you mean. I love to shop. Charlotte Russe, what's that?
It doesn't exist anymore. It was a popular wet and wild. What was it called? Wet seal.
Wet
seal.
Wet seal.
Wet seal and Charlotte Russe and Hot Topic. They were the places to go. You know Hot Topic.
Oh yeah, I do. Of course. Yeah, it's right next to Spencer's usually.
Yeah,
in the mall.
Spencer's.
Spencer Gibbs. So wait, but you were acting doing scenes from Les Mis when you were young?
Yeah. I saw it when I was 7, I think.
Wow.
Loved it. Eponine.
Yeah.
I still, when it came here, Les Mis, I was
On it.
front and center, watching, cried every time. I will see that play anytime it comes anywhere. Even if it's a high school production, I'll go.
There's nothing in Chicago playing Les Mis. I thought
They just did.
They did, right?
They
did
left.
you see it?
Yeah. Of course. What's funny is I haven't seen it in a long time, and I'm starting to realize the characters like Eponine and Marius and Cosette, they're young. They were always
really
older
young.
than me, and now I'm these are children up here. How did that happen?
You need to play Eponine someday.
I'm too old now.
You are
She's
too old?
a teen.
Well,
I can't play teen. I'm 35. A 40-year-old, 16-year-old.
That happens though.
come on.
Honestly, no, that was
Yeah.
just TV shows from
Yeah.
the 90s, Saved by the Bell,
No.
where 30-year-olds were playing high
I
school
know what you
kids.
need to do. You need to write the epilogue of Eponine after Les Mis.
That's a genius that she dies.
She does?
Yeah.
Oh, spoiler alert. Thanks, Torrey.
The
Write the
zombie
prequel.
version.
That's right.
The zombie
There
epilogue.
you go.
The prequel.
Oh, the
But I
prequel.
can't play that either. It should be a baby.
Fair.
You can do the voiceover,
Unless
though.
she's a Benjamin Button situation.
Yeah, you lost your opportunity.
I lost it. I know. I lost it to play Romeo and Juliet, too. I always wanted to be Juliet.
You
can still do Juliet.
I couldn't.
Yes.
Talk a little about like what shooting this one has been like compared to the other crossovers.
This one's been hard because normally the other crossovers we film all the shows are filming the crossover at the same time, but we filmed it 3 different weeks.
Right.
So it was over a month. And if we were filming PD's crossover, we were filming Med's episode 2. If we were filming Fire's crossover, we were filming Med's episode 5. And then when we were doing Med's crossover, they were doing different. So it was very, very, very confusing to keep track and be like, wait, was this storyline a part of our thing? Oh, sorry, I have strawberry on my finger. I was like, what is that? That was distracting. Is this storyline part of our thing? Is this, you know what I mean? It just gets very jumbled.
We're still shooting the crossover. By the way.
Yeah, that's all I've heard.
We're not finished.
It's the never-ending story.
And as far as I'm concerned, when October 17th happens, that's when I can take a break from the crossover because it will have aired on the 16th.
I know, seriously.
No pressure.
Well, honestly, we did some research shoots for episode 2 less than a week before 2 came out. So we may be shooting that crossover.
We could. I know. No. I think Fire, I heard a story that, I don't know if it was for a crossover or whatever, but when they had an episode air on a Tuesday, they were shooting a scene on that Monday to put into that next night airing. I think that's the closest I've ever heard us doing that, and we definitely don't make a habit
closer than
of
that, it would be live.
or same day. We talked about doing a live Med episode.
Oh
Yeah, that would be fun.
I think
that would be great.
we could do it. We
I
could
would
totally
love
do it.
it.
Yeah. Yeah. And even not just the crossover, but all our episodes, we've been filming out of order.
Yeah.
Nothing's been chronological at all this year, so it's
Right.
been a bit of a head trip.
Does it make it harder for you guys to prepare, like not knowing what's coming next, or anything like that?
Totally.
Yeah.
Well, because you're not sure where we left off, or was it before this thing we just shot, and
Yeah.
It's one thing to film an episode out of order, like the scenes
Right.
of an episode, and you shoot the last scene
Yeah,
first.
but when you're shooting the episodes itself.
It was a
Especially
challenge.
with
We had never.
Natalie's brain injury, too. I'm like trying to keep track of that.
Yeah.
Tori's really been able to play herself this
He
season.
loves that comment. Have you guys heard this comment? Mick loves saying that this is the closest season I've ever been able to play myself because of Natalie's TBI. So rude. He loves
It's obviously a
it.
joke. It's a joke. But actually, Will takes major concern in that fact, the injuries, the aftermath from the accident, because it starts affecting her ability to do her job. And so, also this suspect character, Philip. All right, are we all in agreement that he's got to go
worst.
and not right? He's not right in the head.
Yeah. Which is an interesting turn because I didn't expect that from him
You
to
didn't?
begin. Not
Right.
to begin with.
Well,
right?
because Ian's
And
got a
then,
lovable. I mean, hey,
sure,
did anyone
yeah,
expect it of what's that dude? The Ted Bundy? No.
Fair.
And Ian could have played Ted Bundy in the movie.
Could have. He has a very Ted Bundy look about him. And he knows that. That's the reason why we can say it. He knows that he jokes about it, too.
Yeah.
So how has that been to play? Like, how has the storyline been to?
It's
To
been,
do for you,
I
yeah.
think it's been fun. You
Oh,
know what I
totally.
mean? It's been fun to shake it up. And, Ian's one of my best friends, so obviously it's been, fun. I got my 2 bros that I get to work with.
That's right.
It's been a lot of fun.
She said, didn't you?
Yeah, I put Ian in the mix. I was the reason he's here.
Hey, you should hire my friend, and then she ended up kissing her friend.
I know. I did not know it was going to be for that. I thought it was just going to be for a guest star.
Oh,
Thank you guys so much.
Thank you.